It's KOMP 92.3, the rock station. I'm Wolf with another special interview tonight in the Wolf Den. Tonight, my guests are two of the stars of the True TV series, Rehab Party at the Hard Rock. To my left, we've got Sharon. She's the security supervisor on the show. And to the right, we have one of her officers, Deebo, who was used to putting makeup on when he was on the show.
Oh, you're
so, there we go, your makeup. Yeah, jab at me. All right, first.
It's hot already. Man.
All right, let's start by telling everybody a little bit about the show. Sharon, give your rendition of what exactly Rehab Party at the Hard Rock is about.
Rehab is, the show is about the party that we have during the summer, every Sunday. It's like a nightclub during the daytime. And everybody that's been partying all Saturday night, well, instead of going back to the hotel, they come line up with us, and then they go out and spend another 8 to 12 hours out in the sun, drinking and partying and having a good time. And it's just, the camera's following security, they're following myself, manager for the beverage department, and the cocktail girls, and it just shows what we deal with, a little bit of what we deal with. They don't,
as much as they can show what we do.
They sanitize it. They sanitize it, right?
There's a lot of editing. You don't see half of what we
get that G rated.
PG.
Yeah, I guess to be, but it's on a cable show, cable channel too. So
yeah, but
even
with that,
yeah.
Even with that.
All right, so Deebo, let's talk about some of the things that you've seen at Rehab. Exactly, because people come from all over the world specifically for this party every year.
Right.
So you deal with the VIP celebrities. I saw the episode where you actually had to deal with Ja Rule, his wife.
True.
And you guys had some girls from California. Tell us a little bit about that.
You know, the situation, having a high roller and stuff like that, we always end up escorting them around, making sure that they get from point A to point B a lot easier than, you know, if they went on by themselves. So they had a security guard. One of our guys walked Ja Rule's wife and family down to the restroom, past the line and everything like that. Well, somebody didn't like when they got the line, when they passed them through the line, and started pushing them and shoving them in the bathroom. Well, any security guard, that's his job to stop that from happening. So, you know, he protected his client the way he should have and kind of pushed everybody out of the way and brought his client out to safety. So, you know, I'm not mad at him for doing that. He probably did it the right way. It's just people don't expect that to happen. They don't see things like that happen all the time. So,
especially from California, most of the women that come from, say, Beverly Hills, Pomona, any place where they have money, they think it's all about them anyway.
They expect more.
They expect more.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I like to call them rich, materialistic, plastic bitches myself. I don't like those types of women.
Well, you know what? You wouldn't do too good at Rehab because they're all there. That's all of them.
Yeah, well,
exactly. Gosh, if God didn't invent silicone.
If I wanted to work Rehab, it wouldn't be for wanting to throw people out.
You know what? You've seen one ass, you've seen them all. I mean, it gets old. It really, really does.
I can imagine.
You just don't pay attention to it.
You don't. At the beginning of the day, you're like, oh, look at her. But by the end of the day, you're like, God, look at her now. You know, and she's just tossed.
Now, some of your co-stars on the show that we've seen, interesting people. I got to say that one of my favorite people on the show was Justin, your pool manager. This guy, from what I can see, is so laid back, and the fact that he's from Brooklyn, I'm digging that. I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm seeing the whole attitude thing come out.
Oh, you're getting the Brooklyn bros going. Right?
I get the Vegas bros going here, too.
Okay.
But he's definitely a good one on the show. Now, but some of these cocktail waitresses and bartenders that you got, kind of wow. I mean, Julia, I think, is probably the coolest one on the show.
She's got a really cool personality. She really is. And she knows, this is her first time, I believe, working in this kind of environment, doing the pool scene. I mean, it's very unique compared to doing nightclubs and you know, cocktailing in other areas. She can just go meet a client or whoever has the cabana, and she's won them over. And that's what you have to be. You just got to go in there, present yourself, just become their friend, and she's just awesome. She's awesome at her job. There's a lot of girls that are like that, a lot of them that you didn't see really on camera this year. They all do the same thing.
Now, how many people does the pool actually hold?
We'll get in there about 2,000
On an average.
on an average.
On an average, about
Yeah.
2,000.
It could go more or less depending on the weekend.
During the day, you know, it's a rotating cycle.
Sure.
So during the day, when you get our final numbers, you'll see that we've had 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, but it's on a rotating cycle.
So on the average, what do you think? How many people do you think come through rehab on a Sunday?
About 5,000 to 6,000.
And how many hours are you guys usually working on the
It's
Sunday
a
on
good
rehab?
12-hour day for sure, usually.
12-hour
And
day, and
that's-
also hot
that's-
sun.
At
Low
least
end.
that, yeah.
You don't understand that most of my guys are there, some of them at 6:30 in the morning, because we already have a line at 6:30 in the morning, people lining up. So we're like 6:30 until 8 o'clock that night.
Now, what you guys have a lot of medicals from what I see on there. People passing out, getting too drunk. What's probably the worst medical situation you guys have encountered at a rehab?
Somebody doing something stupid and out in 120 degree heat, drinking alcohol and doing drugs, and they stop breathing. That's the most frightening when these guys bring in, and that's why you see me or the other guys kind of wigging out. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that you don't see.
Right.
But we've had instances where when that male or female is brought into the stage right hallway, they're not breathing at all. And the medics will have to bag them, intubate them, and start breathing for them. That is the most frightening thing I think we've ever seen. The head gashes and stuff like that,
Right.
that's like, we worked in a nightclub, so we see that all the time. You see a lifeless body.
Yeah, when you actually look into the eyes of somebody and they can't see back at you, but you're looking right
Right.
at them, you're looking at their life going away. And you know why, because of all these things that they put together and did out there. You know, it's rough, man.
It's crazy.
It's rough. You see the broken arms and the gashes, like she said, and that's just like an everyday
Occurrence.
nothing to you. You
You're
know?
right.
As many things that happen out there, though, you look at it like there's 5,000 people out there, and you know we're getting 10 or 15 people that are have to be attended to. That's pretty good odds.
Oh, that's
at
awesome
that.
odds.
You know, we would hope that there would be less than that, but you know we're doing the best that we can, and as long as we're getting to them and getting them to the medical attention, I think it'll be a good party.
And the
Keep
bottom
going.
line is everybody has a great time at rehab.
It seems
my
like
God.
it, definitely.
Big deal.
I'm sure you've seen a couple of them who weren't so happy in the end.
Of course, they were passed out drunk and they were asked to leave, and they
Right,
thought they were
right.
in LA.
Even at the end of the day, we're walking people up to their rooms and making sure that they make it there safely. You know, they can party as much as they want out there because they usually don't have to drive. They're usually staying at our hotel, so we just escort them right back upstairs.
Take care of
Well,
them.
I got to say that if you have never been to rehab at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas, you need to book a flight, do whatever you got to do, get on out here for it because it is definitely the party around the world to check out at the Hard Rock Hotel. You can catch the show on True TV on Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on cable. I guess it's different times. On
I have Direct TV. It's on channel 246 at 7 p.m. on
Right.
Tuesday nights. I record it.
Fox Cable is 10 o'clock, and April 26th is our
And if
first
you're not in
rehab.
Vegas, and if you're not in Vegas, I don't know what to tell you what channel it's on, but find True TV, and I'm sure it'll be in your local listings. And when is the new rehab starting again?
April 26th. Last Sunday in April. That's it.
And how long does it go? Every
6
Sunday
months.
till?
Well, 6
Yeah,
months.
6
It
months, yeah.
goes from the last Sunday in April to the last Sunday in September.
Cool. All right, well, thanks guys for coming down.
See you out there. Come on out. Come
Right.
visit us.
Check out Rehab, Party at the Hard Rock.